Hello and welcome to Just Animals podcast. I'm Ellen. With me, as always, is my dad, aka Guy, who is staring not at the screen.
Well, there's the camera. Hi there, Pod World.
Oh, don't look straight on. It's too much. And as always, Sam the zookeeper.
Hello, everyone.
And we have a very fun animal today. And we also have quite a few fun things coming up in the books for you guys. Also, we are now doing videos on YouTube. So look us up, Just Animals Pod on YouTube, so you can watch us post-recording. And also Instagram, Just Animals Pod, email us, all that good stuff. We love hearing from you guys. And thank you as always for listening.
Is anybody writing?
No, but our Instagram is blowing up.
Instagram?
Yeah. It's actually, we have a lot of exciting stuff. Thanks to Instagram, we have a lot of exciting stuff coming down the pipe. No, it's okay. Drink your water. It's fine. Anyways.
It's electrolytes.
No one told you to move to the desert. I don't know why you did that. You're old and frail, sodium. And it's like, let me move to a high elevation in the desert because that makes sense.
It's not that high. It's only about, it's not even 3,000 feet.
It is 3,000 feet. It's 3,100.
Yeah. Okay, but that's not high.
Okay, so my favorite game, Guy, guess that sound. Are you ready?
That was you making it.
I know that was me. Thank you. Can you hear it?
Yeah. That's you trying to whistle.
No. Do you need to hear it?
I think it's is it a bird? Is it something from the bird family?
It is something from the aviary family, yes.
Okay. Just realized that tag was there.
But which avian specifically?
It's a good one. It's a real good one. You're gonna love it.
Pterodactyl.
Yeah, pterodactyl for sure.
Something of
Sam,
this.
you can tell him.
Blue Footed Booby.
Yes, the blue.
Oh, we love boobies.
Yep.
Who doesn't love boobies?
We do love boobies.
Yeah, we do love
boobies.
Yeah.
Yes. Everyone loves the boobie. There's multiple boobies too. So today.
The Blue Footed Booby.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So today we are doing the Blue Footed Booby or Sula Nebui. I don't know. I think I messed that up. I looked it up how to say it and then I forgot it. Sorry, guys. So it's believed that the booby actually gets its name from the Spanish word bobo, which roughly translates to stupid and is thought to be representative of their goofy, clumsy walk on land. And allegedly, its Latin name does mean blue feet. Didn't you call one of our dogs, Bobo?
I did call him Bobo.
So you were calling the dog stupid. That's very nice. It's probably why he...
Well, his real name was Akbar, which means God. So, it's a stupid God or I don't know, whatever, dependent. Yeah. And
that's probably why he peed in front of the Christmas tree all the time.
Your mother's Christmas tree.
Okay, whatever. Why would he end up peeing in front of the tree? Oh,
he
Sam, do you know this?
He angered Pete because I wanted him to be in the picture and then he got mad and peed on the rug every year.
Fuck your Christmas tree.
Pretty much. Can you look at the camera and not look like you're doing work?
Well, no, I'm not looking at. I'm looking at the blue-footed booby. I have to move. I have to have it on the screen over here so I can see what the heck is going on. I don't know.
Okay, anyways, so the blue-footed booby is a medium to large-sized bird or seabird, and they are sexually dimorphic, with females actually being larger and weighing more than males. They have an average length of 81 centimeters or 32 to 34 inches, weighing around 2 to 4 pounds. Additionally, they have a wingspan of 5 feet, if not a little bigger. As for their size...
They fly? It's a marine bird, native to subtropical.
Okay,
Pacific.
anyways, so as for their size comparison to other avians, they are about goose size, so they're a pretty big-sized gull, if you will. And as for how they look, they have large cigar-shaped beaks, yellow eyes, and they have white bellies, speckled necks and faces, dark wings, and of course, blue feet, which we will discuss in our traits section. Young boobies have brown feet and darker brown streaking on their heads, necks, and chests, and their lifespan is about 17 years, and I think the oldest booby was 30 years old, if I have that correct.
That's all?
Okay. that's it. That's. I mean, they're pretty self-explanatory, I feel like, and they're much more exciting when we get to like other stuff. Anyways, so habitat, indigenous area, geographic range. So they are a pelagic species, meaning that they are pretty much out in open water. Yeah, getting fancy on ya. Their geographic range is tropical eastern Pacific Ocean and upwelling zones. What is an upwelling zone, Sailor Moon over there?
Upwelling zone?
Yeah.
Is that something to do where the water comes up from cold?
You, the sailor, upwelling. How do you not know what these oceanic terms
are? Do you want me to look it up?
Useless.
Hold on. Upwelling zone. Okay, it's upwelling zone. There are worldwide. There are 5 major coastal currents associated with upwelling areas: the Canary Current off the Northwest Africa, the Benguela Current off Southern Africa, the California Current off California and Oregon, the Humboldt Current, and the Somali Current. Would that also
be off California as well, the Humboldt Current?
No, that's off Peru and Chile.
Interesting. Okay, that still doesn't tell us what an upwelling zone is. You just told us about 5 major currents, which is
water that rises to the surface as a result of the upwelling is typically colder and rich in nutrients. These nutrients fertilize surface water, meaning that these surface waters often have high biological productivity. Therefore, good fishing grounds typically are found where upwelling is common. Okay.
Okay, good. Thank you. So they are almost strictly marine birds, and when they do come to shore, they will roost on coral atolls, volcanic islands, coasts, and oceanic islands. The Blue Footed Booby can be found in the Pacific, ranging from Southern California, believe it or not, to Northern Peru, and where their main population density is actually the Galapagos Islands, believe it or not.
Right,
like you know.
Well, I'm reading.
Great.
But you forgot to mention that they have the species practices asynchronous hatching in contrast.
Can you wait till reproduction? Oh my God. We've been doing this for almost 3 years now. Like, you need to get it together.
Okay.
Anyways, Sam.
Yes.
Diet.
Okay. Their wild diet and everything, or you do their wild diet? I'll do their zoo diet because there isn't one.
Fine. Well played.
Okay, so they're Boobie.
Yeah, Blue Footed Booby biscuit. So their diet mostly consists of fish and squid. They eat anchovies, sardines, mackerel, flying fish. Large female boobies typically eat larger fish, and while flying out at sea, they will search for schools of fish to swoop and dive into to eat. More on their diving later. Sam, I'm kind of glossing over that one.
So they don't have a zoo diet because there are not any blue-footed boobies in zoos anywhere. Yeah, which is amazing and kind of awesome all at the same time. Yeah, they're not in any of our North American zoos, and I checked to see any other zoos like European or anybody, and I couldn't find anybody that actually had a blue-footed. I did find something that said that maybe some like weirdo Mexican zoos might have them, but it's not. They're not
some random like one-off cartel zoo.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not recorded anywhere that anybody actually has them. But I do know that if they were under human care, their diet would just be fish.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So like a penguin, if you will.
Exactly. Yep.
Fish patties. All right. So solitary or pack animals? Guess, Reiner.
Solitary.
Yes, but very social, and they do also participate in cooperative hunting. Sam, if you want to elaborate a little further, also sidebar really quick, a group of hunting boobies is called a squadron.
Neat.
Wow. I'd like to see the booby squadron myself.
Exactly.
Well.
We love a woman of your caliber.
I put a link here for a YouTube video, but I don't think you don't have the outline, but there's a really good YouTube video about
machine gun jubblies
about them hunting. So hunting is a group, a cooperative hunting thing that they do. So they have, and I don't know how they elect these spotters, but they're in a huge group. They have what's called spotters, and the spotters will fly around and then they'll signal to the group, the entire group, when they found a big old group of fish that's in the water, and then they'll all of a sudden just dive down together. And so I've got a video of it that I found. It's a really good one. There's a lot of blue-footed boobies in this thing, but I don't know how to send it to you.
Yeah, what is it? Oh, what is it on
Email
YouTube?
It. Just email them the link.
Yeah, hold on. Let me email this.
The link.
Let me copy it.
Blue
Trying to.
Footed Booby.
Okay. Yeah, so it's like a booby swarm of the boobies,
Yeah.
like flight of the bumblebee.
Oh, they have a mating dance, so we're gonna
get to that.
That's the best part.
That is the best part. Okay, so like they kind of slap their little feet around. All right, so like other seabirds, they do nest on land. This is also we're in the behavior section. When the sun comes up, they take to the air to search for food. Occasionally, they will go fishing in cooperative hunting groups. Again, pretty much their main and most exciting behavior would be their courtship display. Also, parents will pick a nesting site together, and males will destroy eggs if paternity is in question. And Sam, as for their mating, which, guys, we will post a link to this in the episode description so you can see these fun little dances that they do. They're quite endearing.
Cutest thing. It's the cutest thing you'll ever watch. Well,
yes, they smack their feet around.
I'm watching it now, and I would tell you it's like me walking with flippers on,
Yeah, it's like I kind of like equate it to like them walking on a sticky floor. Like they just lift their legs up and then they're just like, oh, weird. So, so the courtship display I'll talk about, it is so cute. I love birds so much, but there's a lot of YouTube videos out there to watch it. So the male faces the female and slowly, like very slowly, lifts up one foot and sets it down and lifts up the other, kind of showing how blue his feet are. He'll be like, look how blue my feet is. Look how blue this one is. So it's a it's a thing. God, it's cute. But she also
they do, and it's like smack.
Yeah, and and the female also mirrors all of his behavior. So she'll do the same thing with both of her feet. And it kind of looks like they're kind of they do it so slowly that it looks like they're sticking to the floor when they lift up their feet and put them back down. And then the male leans over and he'll spread his wings out and he'll point his bill up at the sky and he'll start doing this breathy whistle, which is the whistle that you heard before. It kind of sounds like a toy flute. And then she'll do the same back to him, and they'll clack bills together some. And then he will show her things like he'll pick up pebbles or sticks to show her. And he'll also walk around in circles while doing his pick up feet thing. And it's super cute and super awkward, but it just continues until she either says, all right, let's do it. Or she'll walk off and be like, your feet aren't blue enough for me. So she'll leave them, but it's super cute.
I tried to,
nope.
I tried to get chicks with showing them sticks and pebbles, but they said, let me see that Visa or MasterCard. That's what they want to see. Show me your credit line. But there's an interesting thing about that. The blue color of the blue-footed boobies comes from carton pigments.
Why do you keep saying bubby? They're not Jewish.
Blue-footed boobies. Blue feet also indicate the current health condition of a booby.
Yes, thank you. We're going to get to that too.
All right.
Kudos to you for
I'm going to text this thing to you because it's easier for me right now than emailing it.
Okay,
right.
Go ahead.
Okay, so while the booby nests in colonies, they are very territorial. They will exhibit ritualized displays such as head nodding and jabbing. These are used to defend their territory within the colony. Like our vulture friend, they do also exhibit the same behavior of urohydrosis, aka crapping on their legs and feet to stay cool.
Urohydrosis?
Mm-hmm. So while they may not be the most coordinated terrestrial animals in the air, it is a completely different story. They are incredibly agile. Once prey has been spotted, the bird folds back its wings, essentially giving it a streamlined shape, and then plunges straight down into the water. They will dive from heights up to 80 feet in the air and will subsequently plunge into the ocean at 60 miles per hour.
Yeah.
And like 90% positive from that height and from that speed, hitting water is like hitting concrete, maybe a little bit higher. What is it? Because when you jump off the Golden Gate Bridge, by the time you make impact with the water, it's like hitting concrete.
So
right?
On their forehead, yeah, possibly. It's not fun.
Because you've done it.
No, on their forehead, doesn't look like feathers, but it looks like almost quills. You know what I'm saying? Have you seen?
Let me look.
What are you looking at?
I was looking at their booby dance.
Now we all have to go look. Oh, the boob dance?
Yeah.
Looks like quills on their
chicks
forehead?
are cute. Yeah, they look. It's not like it. Almost looks like a quill.
Looks like feathers.
Okay, fine.
I don't know what you're talking about. Is it because they're different colored feathers? They're like dark brown and white. Is that
Well,
what
they
you're
look
saying?
like little quills in terms of. Anyway, go ahead. Let's
I
get on with
see
it.
what you're saying. I think it's
Yeah.
just the coloring of them and stuff. But they are super cute. You can find pictures of them where they're looking head on. Oh,
Yes, and they're like,
it just cracks me up every time.
It is really funny.
I love
They're
these.
so
Are we
weird
going to
looking.
talk
Yeah,
about
full frontal.
facultative siblicide?
Yes, facultative. Are you
Facultative?
What drugs are you on?
Facultative.
What did someone slip you some club drugs last night in the casino? What's happening here?
No, I think it's the smoke. I can't be.
Okay.
My sinuses.
Yeah. Well, maybe don't smoke crack. I don't know what to tell you.
Go ahead.
Anyways, so also when you fall into water from 50 or 100 feet or above, it is like hitting concrete. So basically, they are just smashing themselves into concrete. Yikes. Anyways, okay. So they can fly at a height of 330 feet, just FYI. Back to their diving, when they finally do make contact with the water, they can dive up to 82 feet. The typical dive depth is 14 feet, and the typical dive underneath typically they will dive underneath the object that they want to catch, and then they will catch it on their ascent, actually. So they stun it, essentially, and then they catch it on their way back up. And so, as for how they can survive the impact of hitting the water and also the water pressure, they actually have air sacs in their skulls that act as protective cushions. I'm assuming some sort of sinus cavities like us, except our sinus cavities do not cushion. Well, they do kind of, but they make our skulls lighter. The booby is also a very curious animal, and believe it or not, is not afraid of humans or even approaching them. So it's actually pretty common for the booby to land on boats at sea and check out what's going on.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Right, exactly. And so, like you said, they will exhibit fratricide, which I guess is killing your brother, and I forget the one for killing your sister, but siblicide, that is actually pretty common, killing their siblings, the young ones. Sam, I'll let you take it away there.
Okay, I'll just talk about this real quick. It's definitely a common thing, but as long as both the parents can regurgitate enough food for both of the things, the older sibling will tolerate the second hatchling. But so this is how it will peck at the younger bird and demand submissiveness. God damn it. Submissiveness. But in good times, when there's plenty of resources, it actually will let the other one survive. This is when it doesn't. If the body mass of the older sibling, if the nestling goes down 80% of its normal body mass, if it goes down to 80% of its normal body mass, does that make sense? The older one will increase the daily peckings and its sibling, and it will turn fatal. So if he starts losing too much weight, thinking he's not getting enough food, then the other one's dead. He's like, F you. I'm the only one here.
That's what we had to do with Edward. Make sure he had enough food so he didn't kill his sister.
Yeah.
Hey.
But he still wanted to kill her anyway.
He's only wanted to kill me at least 5 times. There have been 5 specific incidences that I can recall specifically.
When you put that Federal Express wrapper on his face, that's called.
No, that was you. I wasn't even alive.
But here's some good news about the whole patricide thing. In one study done by researchers, listen to the name of this school, the National Autonomous University of Mexico. Have you ever heard of that? That is a weird thing.
What does that even mean? What are they, like sovereign citizens or something?
University of Mexico. I know, it's National Autonomous University of Mexico. They're autonomous down there. They did find that,
but they want to claim being a part of something.
The parents are passive spectators in this blood sport.
Yeah, man.
Like you and mom. Weird.
Yeah.
As long as
you don't kill yourself, it's okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
So these researchers down in Mexico, they did find that boobies that were subjected to severe bullying and abuse as nestlings suffered few consequences as adults. So no matter how relentlessly the birds had been pecked at, and bitten by the older sibling, or how often food had been taken from them, or how slowly they had grown, on reaching maturity, the once persecuted birds proved surprisingly confident and capable. So they were able to attract partners, repel rivals, and raise families of their own as successfully as their domineering peers. So one of the doctors down there, Dr. Sanchez, and I'm going to butcher his last name, Mokuze, I don't know. His quote is, "Bullying in infancy does not make wimpy adults." So that's good. So even if they are picked on a bunch, they're still successful.
So what you're saying is bully babies. I feel like that's the takeaway here. Is it's okay to bully a baby.
Like a boy named Sue.
Here's what I want. This is true. This is true.
What
when
is
we
true?
used to go out and leave Edward and Bunny with a babysitter, I would say whoever's alive when we came back wins. Okay.
He would say that. That's true.
I did say that.
He did. And then the babysitter was like, "Why the f did I agree to what? Why am I here?" Yeah, it's good times. Good times. Birds with those beaks they can be vicious with the beaks.
Yeah, they're pretty sharp.
Blooding each other up. Yikes.
Birds are ruthless sometimes.
They are. Well, I mean, they are little dinosaurs. All right, so means of communication. Interestingly enough, the birds are silent at sea. Potential mates communicate through elaborate courtship displays, as we talked about, sticky feet. So please don't yawn on camera. It's really unflattering.
Okay, thank you.
All right, noises that they make are polysyllabic grunts, shouts, and a thin whistle noise, which is what we heard earlier. Studies have shown that each booby actually has an individual signature in their calls that males and females can pick up on, so they can actually tell, like, oh, hey, that's my mate. Cool. I know that call, which is pretty interesting. As for reproduction, not Guy, Sam.
Yeah, so when it comes to reproducing, boobies seem to be very much like humans when it comes to partnering. So this is
just
a weird
nefarious
thing. Yeah. Pretty much. Some boobies will mate for the long term with the same mate, and some will mate for life, but many will change partners from season to season. And researchers have found that the ones in it for the long term with each other are more successful at rearing more offspring to fledglinghood than the ones that change mates and have many new partnerships. So they discovered that the key to a successful long-term booby partnership is the equitable sharing of nest duties year after year. So the ones that make
no way.
Yeah. So the ones that make one partner do more work.
Oh, don't let mom hear that.
Yeah, they'll get left by the next season for somebody more responsible. So yeah, they're not dumb. They're like, I'm not
sitting here that mom's gonna leave your ass.
I'm leaving you. Yeah. So almost pretty much like humans. And the mating season.
Wow. Well, you're lucky mom is not a blue-footed booby.
That's right. The mating season's between June and August.
She's a brown.
The what?
What were you saying?
I was going to say she's a brown-footed booby.
Wow. Okay. I think they have one of those, though, actually. There's red. There's the masked booby.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of species of boobies.
There's quite a few of them.
There's quite a few boobies. But the blue-footed ones
are masked boobies. I didn't see what a masked booby looks like. Is that like a raccoon?
Oh, come on, crow. So I'm trying to be sidebar. Since we are speaking of birds, there's these crows that hang out in our alleyway, and I'm trying to befriend one of them. We scared each other the other day, so I put out Sam. They have not touched the salami and peanuts.
Oh, that's a shame. Try grapes. Mine love the grapes. That's how he ate all the grapes out of the turkey food. That's why
I was standing on my deck like an asshole, waving salami around, like, "Hey, come back!" And I thought he saw, like, literally, because I saw his head poking up, and he's like, you know, that thing that they do when they're trying to see. And I was like, oh, good, he sees it. And so then I left it, and he has not eaten it yet. Asshole. Anyways, back to the booby.
Yeah, so the female usually lays 2 eggs. Incubation time is 41 to 45 days. And both parents hopefully both parents participate in incubation and caring for the kids. And then they fledge the nest around 2 months old. And that's it. Easy peas.
Oh, that's it? Okay. Cool beans. So, oh shoot, where'd my
it says something here about that they structure their nest such that the older one can kick out the younger one. That's kind of interesting. I like it's sort of they call it the insurance egg hypothesis. Views the second egg and resulting chick as an insurance for the parent in case the first egg doesn't hatch, or if the food levels are higher than expected. So.
A lot of birds do that, actually. There's a lot of species of birds, that if they just want one, but if they have 2, they'll kick that other one out and watch it die on the ground. Yeah. Birds are mean.
Wow.
That's what,
Oh, God, no. Okay. So as for the unique characteristics and traits, while they do have nostrils, their nostrils are actually permanently shut, so they might as well just be glued shut. They actually breathe out of the corner of their mouths, and the reason why that their nostrils are permanently shut is because of the diving.
Just like that.
That is actually that's pretty accurate. Good job.
Thank you.
And as for their blue feet, the most exciting part, although they are very funny looking, their blue feet come in a color range of pale turquoise to a very deep aquamarine color. Younger boobies and males have lighter colored feet than females. One reason why their feet are blue is because of the carotenoid pigments, which the body gets through its diet, become concentrated in their feet. And the higher the concentration of the pigment in the feet, the brighter the feet. That's a very quote from GalapagosConservation.org. Research has shown that the blueness of male boobies' feet is a reliable indicator of their condition. If a male is unhealthy, weak, or old, it will generally not be as good at securing food as the healthy male, resulting in a reduced concentration of carotenoids and hence duller feet. Conversely, having bright feet signifies that an individual is strong and healthy and can afford to use more carotenoids for foot coloration, although it must be stated that this is not a conscious decision made by the bird. So it's just kind of like,
well, when I went to the dermatologist, she did say I had nice feet.
Did you get your face burned off yet?
No, but the dermatologist was complimenting my feet.
But why didn't you get your face burned off?
I guess when you're a dermatologist, you see some gnarly feet, and mine were decent.
But
why was she looking at your feet?
I had some scaling or whatever. I guess I was shedding or eczema.
I think crab? You're molting?
Yeah, eczema.
Okay. Sam, we've told you about the face burning thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When are you doing that?
I don't know. It's
do you shave your mustache to do that, or do you leave it?
Oh God, he would look. He's one of the few people that would actually look more like a rapist without a mustache. Believe it, I kid you not. It's like how to make the rape stash look more rapey. Shave it.
Oh, well, that part doesn't get lasered.
I mean, it never sees sun.
It doesn't. Yeah.
Oh, true that.
Okay, moving on.
But can you please go make yourself look like an undercooked chicken?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, great. So anyways, moving back on, they also have excellent binocular vision. And my thing did not print properly. My apologies. Predators and threats. I'll use him. Stop yawning on the goddamn video. It's very unbecoming.
I'm sorry.
It's hard to be on video now. It's weird.
Cover your mouth. You're an adult.
Okay.
So, hold on, Sam. Speaking of not covering your mouth, you remember when I sneezed on your keyboard?
Yes, Sam. Speaking of not covering your mouth, this idiot. Tell her what you did, idiot.
So I was homesick from school. And mind you, he's always like, are you actually sick? Because you really should be going to school. Yes, I know I should be going to school. He's like, well, if you're actually sick, then stay home. But, if you're not sick, go to school. And it's like, no kidding. Thank you for the obvious. And so I was doing my, makeup work or whatever. And I'm sitting in there on his home office on the computer typing or whatever. He's like, okay, I need to use the computer. Get off. And I was like, I'm almost done because I was writing something. He's like, no, I need it now. Get off. And so then I just open mouth sneezed all over his keyboard and he lost his shit. And my mom heard him screaming all the way downstairs. He was like, that is it. Get out now. Really? The phone?
Oh, Work. Shit. Hold on.
Work's calling.
Oh, gosh.
Don't answer it. I swear to God.
I did text you that video of the squadron diving if you want to watch it.
Perfect. But yeah, it was an epic guy freak out. And he's like, get out of the office now. He's like, if you ever do some shit like that again, you're banned. You're going to be banned from here for the rest of your life. And I just lost my shit laughing. And I came downstairs. Mom was like, she's like, what are you two doing up there? And I was like, well, I may or may not have sneezed on Dad's keyboard. And he may or may not have got really upset about it. But it wasn't my fault. I was sick.
Right. Did he disappear?
I don't know. What are you doing?
I don't know.
And then I finally admitted years later, I may or may not have done it on purpose.
May or may not.
It may or may not have been a deliberate sneeze. What are you doing over there?
He's talking on the phone. He put himself on mute so he could take the phone call. I'll talk about predators and threats while he's doing that.
Go for it.
So the Blue Footed Boobies really don't have any natural predators where they are. Like
really?
Galapagos. They don't. And because they're on those islands. and most of them will never come in contact with human hunters because of where they are. And they don't allow hunting of things on the Galapagos Islands. So that's good.
Right. I mean, I feel like if you're in the Galapagos Islands, you're there because you want to see all the biodiversity.
The amazing animals they've got. And then the threats and reason for their declining numbers is because it's declining. Their food is declining out in the ocean. All of their resources like sardines and stuff, and the increased plastic pollution that's all in the ocean. Yep. So it's humans are their only real threats. Is like our actions, not hunters or anything, but because we're so disgusting.
I'm still on mute. No wonder why you can't hear me.
Yeah.
Yeah. The plastic thing is coming back to. Stop it. The plastic thing. Oh fuck. Yes. Thank you. Anyways.
But here's a question.
So the sneezing on your keyboard. How disgusted were you?
Well, it was just one of the many disgusting times of you that I had with you.
That's why I don't have kids. Kids are gross.
Sam. Yeah.
They sneeze all over your shit.
They're just germ incubators.
One time I braced his forehead with my braces too.
Sam,
I was like, I'm a vampire. And yep, right in the forehead.
Sam, why is it that if the conservation status is least concern on a population decline, is it still so much population that it's not anything to worry about?
It's not stable. It's not staying stable. So
the IUCN doesn't care because it's not popular right now.
It might go down.
Would you stop talking over Sam?
You talk over her every goddamn episode, so don't even start with me.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. But yeah, it's not steady. It's just
related to the declines in sardines.
Yeah. She literally said that.
You were on.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who was that?
Sorry, Paul.
Oh. Okay. Anyways, so the endemic Galapagos Island boobies make up more than half the world's booby population. So again, if you want to go see them, you got to go to the Galapagos, which we should do a Just Animals trip there.
Are they accepting visitors?
We do have a lot of.
Yeah, I think they are. I haven't seen anything about all. I don't know though. I haven't seen anything about COVID in Galapagos.
Oh no, not the tortoises.
Hey, have either of you heard about the gorillas from San Diego
we don't talk about the San Diego Zoo anymore. You know this.
I know, but I know that, but still, we talk about gorillas.
Since it's San Diego, we're not talking about it.
Galapagos is pretty far off the coast of the South America, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't it by Costa Rica? Like off the coast of Costa Rica?
No, I don't know where it is.
Galapagos. It's off of I think Ecuador. I think it's west of Ecuador if you're looking at the map.
Well, in the US they just teach us so much geography, so
I know.
Anyways, so like I said earlier, since their foot color does reflect the current state of their health, dim-colored feet can be a sign of sick or a malnourished booby. I kind of feel like when you say that's like a deflated breast implant or something.
I got some malnourished boobies.
Yeah, right. Okay, so when they do kill their siblings, it is, again, usually out of facultative siblicide, meaning it may or may not happen depending upon the environmental conditions. And according to Scientific American, breeding has virtually stopped in some areas, and scientists believe that this is due to the decline of the sardine population. It is also very rare for boobies to be kept in zoos, and they do not make traditional nests. They actually lay their eggs on the ground and then proceed to leave their excrement all over them to help incubate them and also protect them because it's so disgusting. Nothing wants to go near them. And I guess excrement makes a great incubator. Sam, is that accurate?
I don't know. I mean, it cools them off. I don't know. That's weird. I have no idea. I guess it does.
I'm glad I'm not. Could you imagine like coming out of an egg covered in poop?
And you have to peck yourself out of that egg too, so you get a mouthful on the way out.
Oh yeah, no, thank you, no, thank you.
It says it's expensive to get to the Galapagos Islands.
Yeah,
you keep saying it like a gringo. You got to stop that.
What?
You keep saying it like a gringo. A gringo.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Anyways, as for their conservation status, which we kind of touched on.
Yeah, like I just said, they are of least concern.
I would say threatened, at least.
I think everything's threatened. I wouldn't even have this if I was the IUCN. Everything should start at threatened. Everything is threatened.
Right.
Least
severely
concerned,
threatened.
we should still be really concerned about. So their numbers have been declining since the 1990s, and it is a result of the decline in food resources like sardines. And it's all thanks to humans overfishing and the pollution that we put in the ocean and everywhere else. But
we are good at that.
Yes, we're very good at that. There are a bunch of organizations that are working really hard as they can to combat the plastic pollution and overfishing that's being done. So, I mean, there's lots of, even though they're least concern, there's a lot of organizations still out there still trying to make sure that they stay least concerned and stop declining. You know, it happens. But
yeah, what was it? Sean was telling us that the natural cod fisheries, like you can't fish for them you can't fish cod anymore because there's just no way they can't. The population is just so decimated, it can't they can't reproduce fast enough. Speaking of the Galapagos Islands, didn't Darwin's tortoise die relatively recently?
It was a couple years ago. I want to say it may have been 2020.
Reiner, go look that up. When did Darwin's tortoise die?
It was something like that. Maybe 2017. Maybe it was 2012. I can't remember. I want to say I had just gotten Noah's Zoo School, but maybe not. I think he was 170-something years old.
Yeah, it was pretty recent, though. And people are like, oh, Charles Darwin's tortoise has just passed away. And it's like, if only that tortoise could talk, the things that he has seen.
I know. And that's another thing. That's one of the only Galapagos Island animals that is under human care in zoos is the Galapagos tortoise. Isn't that weird? Out of all the animals.
Not the marine iguanas or...
No, we don't keep those in zoos. I don't
Harriet the tortoise, one of the world's oldest living creatures, with links to the famed naturalist Charles Darwin. Yeah, 2006.
It was longer than that. But she was 175 years old.
Oh, was she really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Nice.
She's lived through a lot.
She was at the Australia Zoo? Wow. The Galapagos
I wonder where they
tortoise.
Moved her there. Oh, maybe it was safer for her there? I don't know.
Oh, who knows? I don't know.
That's a nice life, 175 years.
Yeah, he took her from the island in 1835 when he went there.
He took her. Okay.
Yeah, he took her off the island. So she wasn't like born with him or anything.
Okay.
Well, Galapagos, it means tortoise in Spanish.
Interesting.
You're so talented.
Tortoise Island.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, apparently he took 3 tortoises from the island, and she was one of them.
Oh, and did he go to Australia after? Is that why Harriet was in Australia?
It's amazing that they survived that trip.
I mean, I feel like they need some lettuce and some hay. Like, I mean, I feel like tortoises are pretty easy.
Yeah, we had Galapagos tortoises in zoo school, and we had 3 of them. God, they were so adorable. We would rub lotion on their necks, and they loved it. I got a picture of me rubbing
weird in the zoo with the tortoises.
Oh God, they're so cute.
They get some lotion for those tortoise necks. Yeah. Jesus, Sam, come on.
It puts the lotion on.
Yeah, they were so cute. They're little.
Like, no, I gotta go. What are you doing? It's like I gotta go lube up this tortoise neck. Hold on, I'll be right back.
One of the things we had to do during the week. What?
Lube up the tortoise.
Yeah.
Was the lotion with lavender scented? Because I do like lavender scented lotion.
No, it was unscented. I do like lavender.
Did you put baby lotion on them?
No, but can't remember. It was just unscented something. It may have been like Vaseline intensive care or something like that. It was just normal like lotion you got at the Walmart.
Like the hospital grade Vaseline.
Yeah, they loved it though. It was cute, but they did actually eat a lot. They did eat a lot.
Oh really?
Yeah, I mean,
I guess if you're 100 pounds, you got to sustain that.
Yeah. But
they eat really slow too. Like
tortoise crunchies from Missouri.
Yeah, Missouri Galapagos tortoise biscuits.
Yeah, exactly. But mostly they did eat vegetables and a lot of lettuce and stuff. Strawberries.
Oh, really?
Normal tortoise things.
So, before, I know for some he's a controversial person, but I don't really care right now. Colin Kaepernick does have a 100-pound tortoise named Sammy. Maybe we can get him to come on here to talk about Sammy the tortoise.
What kind is it?
I don't know, but
African
he or she is huge. Like if you look up Sammy the tortoise and he's holding him or her, she's like the size of his torso.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you.
And he's not a small man.
Colin Kaepernick.
How did you know he had a tortoise?
Because when they were in the Super Bowl in 2012, they do random like player profiles.
That's a Spurthide. Yeah, that's a Spurthide tortoise.
Oh, and where are they from?
They're Africa.
Oh, he's got an African tortoise. Okay. Yeah, and there's a picture with him and Sammy the tortoise hanging out by the pool.
On its skin.
Yeah,
I wonder if he puts lotion on Sammy the tortoise's neck.
I don't know. Those are actually really popular in zoos. We had them. There was one that roamed around the petting zoo in one of the zoos I was in, and then the other one we put in with. Well, it just happened to be we had to put it in there with some monkeys, and they would ride it around and stuff. The swamp monkeys would. I got a couple pictures of it, but yeah, they're really.
Was that John Malkovich that was saying it rubs the lotion on?
Not at all.
That was
not.
that guy?
You could not be more off.
That was from the
Jesus Christ
Hannibal. What is it?
Silence of the Lambs.
No, that wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't
not played by.
But it wasn't. It wasn't. What's his name? The original.
It was
guy.
not Jan.
No,
of course it was. What is the matter with you?
No, I was just.
It was that
listening.
British guy, Ted Levine, Jew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ted Levine. Okay.
What else?
You think Jew or not Jew? I think he's British though, but oh no, he's from Ohio. There are Jews in Ohio, Reiner?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Cincinnati's a big rabbinical school, I think.
Oh, okay, there it is. But yeah, Ted Levine. He looks nothing like John Malkovich. What is the matter with you?
I don't know. Have you ever seen Being John Malkovich? The movie?
No, I've not. He cracks me up though.
Yeah. I mean, but
anyways, speaking of tortoises, Colin Kaepernick, if you hear this, we would love to have you and Sammy on. Mostly Sammy, but you can speak for Sammy or on Sammy's behalf. I think he's had Sammy since he was a kid. So yeah, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
which I wouldn't be surprised. But but it's like, could you imagine like getting your crate? Like, how do you transfer that thing? Do you put it in a crate or like, what do you do?
Pick it up. Put it in a wagon. My friend who has one takes hers around the block in a wagon in her neighborhood because likes to get them out. But yeah, I mean, or have somebody help you lift him up. That's what we.
And then put lotion on us, and then have the neighborhood kids put lotion on her tortoise's neck.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, hey kids, you want to come lube up?
It definitely looked a little awkward, I'll tell you, but they loved it. So it was.
Wait a second. Did the tortoise vomit after you rubbed the lotion on his neck?
Jesus Christ!
God, no. Can they
vomit? Because some animals can't. Can they vomit?
I don't know. I've never seen a tortoise vomit. Let's Google that.
Some of them are very personable, though, for like ancient dinosaur lizards. I think, John and I were at the Oakland Zoo, and there's a giant tortoise in the petting zoo, and I was scratching his head or whatever, and he was like, like the dog would do, like, keep going. Like, why are you stopping?
Yeah. Yeah, they loved. I'll try to find that picture of me rubbing the lotion on it. It's somewhere in all of it's somewhere buried in one of my computers. But yes, tortoises can vomit. It is not a common thing in tortoises, and it can be very serious. So, thank goodness.
So if the tortoise is vomiting,
no
go to the vet.
Yes, please.
Hey, I wonder if Lee can vomit.
Wait, I wonder how big Lee is now. You know about Lee? We told her about Lee.
Lee's probably in Louisiana.
So my son had a turtle.
The only tortoise you told me about was the one that you left outside.
Turtle.
That's Lee.
Red-eared slider.
That's Lee.
Okay.
Turtle, not tortoise.
No,
he was a turtle. He was in water.
But he was on land too.
Okay, sea turtles go on land as well.
Anyway.
Yeah.
What happened to Lee?
I'm trying to think if you had. She fucking took him outside and went into the Twilight Zone.
He did. I'm pretty sure a turkey got him.
But was he that gone. Small?
No, he was probably like this big.
He was about maybe.
He was a good size.
He may have made it out in the wild somewhere.
What was really funny, he used to be in the tank with one goldfish. Remember that big goldfish? I forget
Sarah the fish.
Right, and he used to take his front feet and slap her in the face like this. It was the funniest thing. I don't know why he would do that, but he would slap her like this.
But the fish would just sit there and let it happen.
Yeah, so that's a breeding courtship behavior that turtles, that red-eared slider, well, just other species do it too, but that's what they do to the females when when they're saying, "Hey,
I gotta go try that on your mom."
So he was just.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he wanted to.
So he was trying to breed with Sarah the fish.
Yeah, was the fish too big for him to eat? Because they eat fish.
No,
it was big.
Sarah the fish was and the weirdest thing. So Sarah the fish was one of those fish that you win in those contests or whatever, and they're like the size of a dime. Yeah. And Sarah, I think they were all expecting Sarah to die pretty quickly, and Sarah did not die. We had Sarah for what, 7-8 years?
She's big. I don't know how long
she got big, and she got so big she lost all the gold dye on her body.
Yeah,
like she was more kind of white with some gold speckles. She was a big girl. And then she even got sick too.
No, the turtle got sick.
No, she had ick.
Okay, well, that's nothing, Dale.
But yeah, she got this little ping pong contest goldfish ended up being very robust.
Yeah, so I had same thing happen.
Got smacked around.
Same thing happened to me. I won in third grade. I won where you throw the ping pong ball into the little, ping pong ball into a little bowl thing, and I won a fish. Right. And he outlived every other fish that I ever bought at a store or anything. His name was Chubby, and I had to give him away when we moved because I couldn't move with him because my dad was in the Navy at the time, so we had him for at least 2 years.
What was it going to be, a breach of security bringing the goldfish
in the Navy?
We were cross country. From, I think that's when we lived in California, and we were moving to Virginia.
Where'd you live in California?
Salinas. Well, no, that was when I was growing up. My dad went.
Wait, you were in Salinas?
Salinas, California, 93907.
He must have been in Monterey.
Yeah. He went to the post-naval graduate school. Yeah. That's where he got his graduate degree.
War college. It's a war college over there.
Yep, that's when we lived there.
Yikes! Why didn't you go to the Citadel?
The Citadel is a 4-year college. That's not a naval college.
Yeah.
Or why didn't you go to the Naval Academy? What is that, Annapolis?
No, he was already in the Navy. Oh, yeah. It's a graduate school to get his master's in something. Postgraduate naval school is what it was. But yeah, so we lived.
So not just be good at war, be super good at war.
Yeah. He was an engineer.
And no goldfish. And no goldfish.
Have you ever heard of a tiny baby stoat? STOAT?
Yes,
they're like little weasel-looking things. Yeah.
They're weasel
we should do a stoat.
They're cute. They're very cute.
Hey, go get mom in there and try and do the same thing and smack her in the face like Lee.
Yeah, let's get her on camera to watch that so you can see her reaction.
World star. Yeah. World star. Go do it. Go get her. Go get her.
I'm not going to get her.
Why not?
Come on, let's get on with this.
Let's get on with this. Me. It's not like you do anything. All right. Anyway, so that is our lovely friend, the Blue Footed Booby. Thank you as always for listening. Send us an email, requests, comments, justanimalspod@gmail.com. Again, find us on Instagram, justanimalspod, YouTube, Just Animals Podcast. Videos are now being posted up there.
It would be nice if we could get somebody to talk about what's going on at the Galapagos Island and
what specifically, because there's a lot going on everywhere.
How are the animals doing? B, how would you
probably
get
great
there?
With less human interaction. I feel like a lot of animals are doing great with people staying home.
Okay.
And C, what was C?
How do you get there? And are people allowed to go there now? It's not cheap to get there, from what it says.
No,
really?
Yeah, that's one of those Galapagos Island tours are pretty damn expensive. I know that. But it's still one of my places I want to go. I want to go there, and another expensive place I want to go is Papua New Guinea. I got to go to New Guinea before I die.
Why?
I want to see tree kangaroos. Yep. Got to see tree kangaroos. Although they say
but those indigenous people are going to see your white ass and kill you. No offense.
They'll show me around and welcome me with open arms.
They'll be like, "White devil, get out."
I know. No, they actually had the tree kangaroo people had a conference there years ago, and one of my friends went, and she had the best time of her life.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So things happen.
Was
there.
she a white?
Yeah.
Is she a white? Oh,
right.
And that's not to talk bad about indigenous peoples, but when you live in a remote area and you don't see anybody different from you for your entire existence, it can be very alarming, which is fair enough. So, yeah. Anyways, thanks as always for listening, guys. We'll catch you next week. We got some exciting things coming up. Have a great evening, everyone. Or
all
day.
Right. Kirk out. Thank you. All right.
Also, special shout out to all of our Australia listeners. We love you guys. Okay, bye.